What is going on, everyone? I am currently in the process of moving, so if you see a little bit of a kind of weird spacing here, is because I have to be out of here in a few days, so don't mind that. But yeah, let's just get right to it. What is the truth behind fat loss and drinking alcohol? Right, you get this question a lot, especially people that I've coached that don't really want to give up their lifestyle. They're busy. They have this social event, or they have this gathering they have on a Friday or Saturday night, and one of the most painful things that you can go through is completely cutting off the the alcohol side of things. Right, you may not even be a big drinker. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker myself, but you should be able to want to enjoy a few glasses of wine, maybe some tequila. Gets you in a nice flow state. You open up a little bit more. For those of you that are not very shy, it doesn't really matter too much, but you want to get into a nice state of flow. I'm going to open up conversation. So a little bit of alcohol does help. And there's ways that you can actually manage that. Let's say you are on a cutting plan. You're trying to lose fat. You're trying to build muscle at the same time, and usually we go on monk mode, which is what I highly recommend at first. You want to dial yourself in and just cut out all distraction, especially if you're easily swayed away from immediate pleasures. Then do that. But one little hack that I like to do is to just save a few hundred calories for alcohol that night. Don't drink to get sloppy. That's a mistake a lot of guys make. They go out and they just have way too many drinks. They get out of hand. They get sloppy. They, wake up hungover the next day. There's a much better approach to it. Drink like a gentleman. Go out and still enjoy your couple old fashions. Enjoy your tequila. Save those couple hundred calories for alcohol. If it's Friday, say what I like to do is I eat very light during the day. Maybe a couple hundred calories, high protein, and then I'll have a couple drinks with my dinner. And that works beautifully, man, because I don't have to completely cut myself off from enjoying myself. And and the whole fitness culture lately has become really on that. There's two opposing sides. Either go completely, monk mode and don't have any fun. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying alcohol is good, but a few drinks, man, here and there on a Friday night is not going to, it's not going to cut out your progress. It really isn't. So, but yeah, just be drink consciously. Don't, don't overindulge. Especially, this can have long-term health effects. So, but yeah, just be more cognizant. When you go out, be more cognizant, be more aware. Don't lose yourself. And I also found that if I drink a little bit the night before, let's say I have two tequila drinks, my workouts actually aren't affected the next day. I can actually get a pretty good pump. Tequila is actually a good vasodilator. You can look this up in your free time, but it helps with blood flow too, and you get a little boost. It's a little boost, but like I said, keep it light, keep it moderate, keep it friendly, and it won't affect you. It won't affect your muscle building. It won't affect your fat loss. I may get a lot of heat for this. Some guys just say, no, stay away from it altogether. It's horrible for your health. And I was recently in Colombia. I was in a gathering with a group of great guys. We had a few drinks Saturday night, and it was good the next day. Because I was able to hold my frame. I was able to control myself. I knew my limits. And that's what you have to do. That's my message in this video, is that you can have a little bit of bad, a little bit of bad, just a little bit, and you have all this freedom. Things out in the real world are not as generic as as when you have a laid out plan. Things can go south. You never know who you're going to interact with, but as long as you plan for it during the week, if you absolutely know that this is going to take place a few days from your plan, then it's much easier to plan it out. But with alcohol, stay away from the heavy stuff. Don't have like 10 Coronas and 3, 5 shots. Order a couple nice drinks. If you like tequila, order it with soda water. Don't add any extra sugar. If you like that sugar-free stuff, then go for it as well. If you drink old fashions, I like having some old fashions with my dinners every now and then. Get it, sugar-free. No simple syrup. Guys, I hope you got some value out of this video. For your next night out, remember, always plan it out. Always plan it out, and you won't have trouble sticking to it. And you're gonna hold frame much better when you expect it. So yeah, this is what I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like and share, and we'll see you guys again soon.